When you were growing up, what did you think about the word otaku, or in English, nerd? Some people think it is a negative thing, but think about right now what kind of meaning it has. Welcome back to a very nerdy episode, everyone. We're the hosts. My name is MJ.
And my name is Adam.
Yeah, and you're here to improve your English listening skills, so congratulations on that. It's all English, so it might be a little difficult, but you need a challenge if you want to get better with anything. So we're here to help you.
Right.
Check out our website. We got many different ways that we can help you with your English. But hey, today we're going to be talking about the topic of nerds and otaku. We're not just talking about like the culture of it, but the specific meaning behind the word, how people feel when they use that word otaku, or if someone is called you an otaku. So right off the bat, everyone, me and Adam were born in the 80s. It was also a time before the internet, and there was a lot of differences in our world now, okay? But one of these things that are the same is some slang, and this slang for a nerd or otaku has been in our vocabulary for a long time. Until now, it's still a word that is used, but the image of it has changed completely. So Adam, what did you think of, when you were in elementary school? What did you think of when you heard the word nerd?
It was something that I definitely tried my hardest not to be. I didn't want to be, and it would be something that would make me be distant from the people in my class, the cool kids. I would be alienated. I would be looked at as an outsider. Definitely did not want to be a nerd.
So what is the stereotypical image of a nerd?
Stereotypical, I think, is someone who is kind of awkward, maybe so socially awkward. Smart, usually very smart.
Yeah,
average smart.
Is it?
Maybe has a not cool fashion sense or no fashion sense at all.
Suspenders,
glasses,
maybe a bow tie, glasses with tape in the middle because they've broken. High pants where you can see their socks.
Hair that's gelled funny.
Even to the point of like how their skin was. Maybe they had freckles. Maybe they had pimples or acne. Or going to the voice of a nerd, right? Leven. And that was how much of an impression that this word nerd gave to everyone in America and Canada, everyone. So it was right away, like you heard the word nerd and that's what you thought of. And everyone has decided as a society that that's not cool. And of course, as you're a young kid, you're growing up, you want to be cool. Nobody wanted to be a nerd. That is something that, we would call somebody if you didn't like them. Not cool at all, not nice. And I've heard that the word otaku has this same kind of meaning in Japan as well in the past, where it was something that nobody wanted to be called. You definitely don't want to call yourself an otaku. It is something that you hid from other people because you were embarrassed about it.
Right.
But the big difference I feel, and I'm not so 100% sure, everyone, but I feel like the otaku was also connected with a culture of someone who really liked anime, manga, maybe trains or idols. Someone who is hyper focused on enjoying a certain kind of hobby
to a very deep level, like not just the surface, but if it's trains, like knowing the model number, train model, the innermost details, the cushions, what color they are, what type of handrails are on there.
So that part of it is different from the Western nerd.
To a certain degree, I think it's still nerds in the West would be more about video games and comic books.
Okay. Comic books, Dungeons and Dragons. Magic the Gathering. These are all games, everyone.
They are.
Like board games or
board games, right?
Card games. Yes.
So it's still similar, but the difference is there. Yeah.
Yes.
They're focused on different things, I feel.
Okay. So that's how it was. That's how we grew up with that kind of image of what a nerd or otaku was. But as we were getting older, times changed, right?
Yes.
Everyone started having a telephone in their pockets. And we were able to sit down in front of this TV screen that wasn't a TV. It was called a computer. And we were able to connect over the internet. And now, when we hear or use this word otaku and nerd, I feel it is more widely used. More people are using the word otaku and nerd to describe themselves, to describe a group of people that they're not shy and scared to be called. It is something that they are almost even proud of being categorized as an otaku or a nerd. Yeah, how have you seen, Adam, have you seen the word nerd or otaku used recently?
Recently, I don't think nerd is used as much as it is just, how can I say, not celebrated, but you feel like it's your individuality, like part of who you
are.
Your
character, your personality,
Your personality, like more people who back in the day would do things that would be considered like a nerd's kind of thing, like playing video games or watching cartoons. People talk about it more, almost to the same level, like very deeply. They play a video game, they like it, they talk about the video game. They watch an anime, and I'm talking about North America. They watch an anime, they talk about it deeply, and it's not that they're nerds, but they're able to express themselves and enjoy something with their friends. I feel it like that. And the whole like idea of fashion, like having suspenders and wearing pants with blood, it's another form of expression. Ooh. So people are now, they're embracing their individuality. Being who they are and not accepting others who are kind of making fun of them for wanting to be themselves. I feel like.
Okay.
You
Which
know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally feel you, because that is something along the whole board of people in society in North America, where people are being like, it's okay to be yourself. There's a lot more openness about doing the things you want to do, dressing the way you want to dress and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking like, I like books. I like reading. Oh, in the past, it'd be like, what are you, some kind of nerd? You like to read?
Right, yeah.
It's like, I do like to read. Thank you very much. Books are cool.
Right,
and there's other people who say that books are cool too. And that's fine.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that, because for me, sometimes of where I've seen the word nerd used in more of like a positive way is, I remember being really like hit by it when I would see it on like t-shirts or something, where it's like, I love nerds.
Okay.
Right? I am a geek. A geek is another word for a nerd, everyone.
Nerd, yeah.
And like another branding for a computer company was like, what was it, the Geek Patrol or something? Or the Geek Squad? Where their service was to help you with technical issues on your computer.
Right, exactly.
Or internet, or something sort of like electronical, technical stuff like that. So
right.
You would want a geek to do that, not an athlete, not a doctor. Yeah. So it turned into like a marketing phrase for tech.
Even with the fashion, like things that geeks and nerds would like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's throw that one. People are buying clothing that has these nerdly things on the pictures of adults clothing, and it's cool now. You know what I mean? It's a total image reversal, like where the things that are retro are cool.
Going over to the word otaku, everyone. Now that is the one that's most prevalent and most used in Japan for nerd, in the English language, we have this word otaku.
We do.
And it is connected with specifically, but not just, but it came in our language because of people who loved anime and manga.
Right.
And they say, I'm an otaku, which means you love anime and manga.
Right.
Like in the US, how we think, when we hear the word sensei, we think of someone who teaches karate. But in reality, a sensei is someone who teaches everything.
Anything.
Like,
a teacher.
They're a teacher. Yeah, you don't know what kind of sensei, what kind of teacher.
Right.
But our image is that. And same with this word otaku. It is more connected, not with nerd or geek, but it's connected with, I like anime and manga.
Yeah.
And people are proud to say that. Maybe on even their social media profile, they're like, big time otaku.
Yeah.
Talk to me about anime or something. Yeah. So
That's true.
It is taken and it is seen as something that we're proud of. I'm sure anyone who's watched that, like you on Nani Shini Nippon,
Yeah.
where they're like, oh, I'm otaku desu. Like, I'm totally a nerd. I love anime or something. And it's something, like you mentioned, Adam, part of your personality, a part of your character, something that you're happy about. Just like the ways that you're happy about when you get a new haircut, how you look, or you got this new bag. It's showing yourself to the world.
Yeah.
And you're happy about that.
Exactly.
Now, there's maybe a negative one that has become a slang word in the past few years. Wasn't around when I was getting into anime and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Enlighten me. I have no idea. Maybe I do.
The word weeb.
Oh, okay. Now, I still don't know what that means.
So I don't know why it's weeb, but from my understanding, it is someone who loves anime and manga. Not just that though, but they love Japanese culture. Everything about Japan, they want to live in Japan. They want to go to Japan. They want to do everything Japanese. Maybe they look at the different type of fashion that people in Japan do, and then they do that too.
I see. But they've never been to Japan. It's kind of like
maybe they have, maybe they haven't.
Oh, maybe they haven't. Okay.
Yeah, but it's super fixated on doing everything how
Japanese.
It's done in Japan.
I see.
Specifically, just Japan.
Right.
And this is called a weeb. And I don't know if some people are okay to use that for themselves. I've heard it or I've seen it on like social media.
Yeah.
At people, like people say it to other people, and it seems like it's like a negative thing. Like, oh man, you're such a weeb. Like, it seems more on the side of a new kind of nerd.
Something I think I heard before about that word was that the people who are calling them weebs are also people who like Japanese anime, Japanese things, but the difference is that this side maybe extreme idea, like their idea is not exactly how it is in Japan, but how it is in the anime. And they live their life that way.
In the anime. Yeah.
Right. Something like that. But I don't know if that's true or not. And it does sound like the word dweeb, which is also another word.
Another word for a nerd or geek. Yeah, dweeb. Yeah. Oh, that's probably where it came from.
I don't know.
That's another one for a whole other topic. Yeah. But hey, if you're listening and enjoying this right now and you want even more MJ and Adam, us talking, of course you can go and check out other videos on our YouTube channel. But if you really want deep, more audio styled talks, long form talks, me and Adam do a podcast that you can subscribe up to on our website called The Next Step Podcast. Every week you get a new episode that you can't get anywhere else, only if you subscribe. And me and Adam talk about a little bit of our personal lives, and we go deep into different topics, maybe like the otaku or weeb issue. Check out the website if you're interested. But that's it. Like the video and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about otaku? Now, is it good? Are you an otaku? I know I am a kendama otaku, definitely.
I don't know what kind of otaku I am. But that's it. We'll see you
on the
on
next
the next
step.
step.